Council meeting for March 18th, 2024. Mayor Giles and Vice Mayor Heredia are both out of town, are excused, and our council members Goforth and Freeman are attending virtually, and all three of our other members of council are present. We will begin the meeting with an invocation by Dr. Anisa Nadir with Islamic Social Services Association, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here with you all. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, during this holy month of Ramadan, which is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar, and the month in which Muslims fast from dawn until sunset, this year being March 11th to April 9th, we come together to ask for your guidance, wisdom, and support for our mayor and city council members. Please help our city leaders engage in meaningful discussion and to make good decisions on behalf of the residents of the city of Mesa. Please grant them an empathetic heart and wise judgment. Help them as they consider ways to improve the economy, housing, healthcare, mental health, and the well-being of the residents of our diverse city. Bless our leaders to foster a community that is concerned about our children, our families, our elders, and our homeless community members, those who are refugees, those who are impacted by the justice system, those who are concerned about family members who are being oppressed at home and abroad. Please bless our small business owners, those who are doing well, and those who are struggling each day to make ends meet. Please bless our leaders to sow seeds of peace. Bless them to grow closer together as leaders, no matter their various perspectives, for the good of our city and its residents. Bless our leaders to stand firmly for justice and to nurture the bonds of community. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Joining the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, next is our consent agenda. Ms. King, would you please read the consent agenda?
Good evening, council members. These are the items on the consent agenda. All items listed with an asterisk will be considered as a group by the City Council, and it will be enacted on with one motion. There will be no separate discussion unless a council member or a citizen requests, in which event the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered as a separate item. Item 2, approval of minutes of previous meetings as written. Item 3A, act on liquor license application for Mikado Sushi, 1055 North Dobson Road. Item 3B, act on liquor license application for Rebel Wine Lounge, 104 West Main Street. Item 3C, act on liquor license application for Arizona Axe Games, 1925 South Sossaman Road. Item 3D, act on liquor license application for Dozer's Grill, 7012 East Hampton Avenue. Item 4A, approving contract to purchase 2 airborne video downlink systems and 1 ground-based antenna for the police department. This purchase will be partially funded by the Edward Bryan Memorial Justice Assistance Grant. Item 4B, approving of the cooperative contract with the initial term of 7 months and renewable obligations for intelligent transportation systems, uninterruptible power system devices, and communication equipment for the transportation department. Item 4C, approving use of cooperative contract for Oracle licensing and support for the Department of Innovation and Technology. Item 5A, approving resolution to enter into a second amendment to intergovernmental agreement for crime analysis between the City of Mesa and Arizona Board of Regents for and on behalf of ASU. And item 5B, approving resolution to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with the Arizona Early Childhood Development and Health Board, First Things First, to accept grant funds for the Mesa Family Resource Center. Council members, these are the items on the consent agenda.
Thank you. Okay. Ms. Mosley, are there any blue cards for a consent agenda item?
I have received none for the consent agenda.
Okay. All right, I see there's a motion by Councilmember Duff. You have to do it tonight. Seconded by Summers to approve the consent agenda. Please cast your votes. All right, Councilmember
Aye.
Freeman, thank you, and Councilmember Goforth.
Aye.
Thank you. We have 5 yeses, 2 absent. The motion passes unanimously. I'm going to call items 6A and 6D together. These 4 items are subdivision plats. The plats are for a final plat of Haas Crossing Village 1, Phase 2, and replats for Haas Crossing Village 2, parcels F, G, and H. Do any council members want to discuss these items? Councilmember Summers.
Thank you, Mayor. I will be opposing the motion for these 4 items taken collectively. I was part of the planning for the Gateway area many years ago, and this is not the type of development that was envisioned. I feel that putting single-family homes in relative low density so close to an airport is a bad idea. In addition, I think that there's going to be a lot of conflicts in this area with some of our heavier industrial uses. And for that reason, and to remain consistent, I'm going to oppose this motion.
Okay, thank you. Any other council members wish to speak to this item?
Julie, real quick.
Yes.
Just for the record, it's item 6A through 6D.
Okay.
It's
Yes,
all-
I
yeah.
just wanted to say that on the record. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Do any other council members wish to speak to this item? Okay, hearing none. Do I have a motion?
I'll second the motion.
And just also for the record, the motion's for all the 4 items.
For all
to-
4, 6A.
A motion to approve items 6A through
6D.
6D.
Okay. All right, we have a motion made by Councilmember Duff, seconded by Freeman. Please cast your votes.
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right. So we have 4 yeses, 1 no, 2 absent. So that motion passes with 4 yeses.
Passes.
Our next items are from citizens present. I have 2 cards. Have we received any other cards, Ms. Mosley?
No other cards.
Okay, so we will have these 2 go. First, we have, and just a reminder that we are not able to respond during the items from citizens present, but when you come up, you'll state your name and you have 3 minutes to speak. So first, we'll have Scott Andrews.
Good evening, council members. My name's Scott Andrews, president of Falcon Warbirds Foundation. Falcon Field is a valuable asset to the city of Mesa, but it lacks an airport commission, which is present in most of the airports across Arizona and the country. This commission would be responsible for governing the decisions that impact the airport, including improvements, ground leases, facility leases, and more. In 2014, the City of Mesa Council approved the formation of an airport commission, which would include airport businesses and operators at Falcon Field. However, this was never fully accomplished. Many operators and business owners at Falcon Field commonly express concerns regarding mismanagement and anti-competitive practices. Falcon Warbirds has experienced this as well. For example, the airport director asked us to perform a risk assessment for an aviation event in a World War II hangar. During this assessment, we discovered some significant disparities and generated enormous liability issues. For instance, a car commercial was shot inside the World War II hangar, with the car drifting and racing out of the hangar and in between parked aircraft out on the ramp, without the owner's permissions or knowledge. The aircraft in the hangar, there for the photo shoot, contained over 800 to 1,000 gallons of aviation gas. This event was approved by the airport administration and supervised by them on site during the whole commercial. Creating issues, this not only affected the foundation, but also the airport and ultimately the city of Mesa itself. Therefore, we urge the council to establish a fully functioning airport commission at Falcon Field to ensure that all decisions made regarding the airport are fair, transparent, and competitive. We also request that the council and the mayor honor our Falcon Warbirds Foundation lease agreement of the World War II hangar. Thank you and have a good evening.
Okay, thank you. And Sarah Andrews, Sarah Andrews.
So, again, Sarah Andrews. So the last meeting, Ms. Goforth stated that the airport director, Corinne Nystrom, has done everything above board. However, in 2019, Ms. Nystrom gave the council a disingenuous presentation about the Falcon Warbirds agreeing to a joint liability contract with the Wings of Flight. She affirmed that she would not renew our lease to the West World War II hangar if we did not comply. Summer of 2020, the Wings of Flight did a construction remodel on the hangar clubhouse without permits, city-approved contractors, or inspections. Ms. Nystrom had the engineering department inspect the east hangar to hide the construction when it was reported. February 2023, to deny the Falcon Warbirds the opportunity to host a public event, Ms. Nystrom demanded a risk assessment audit that revealed she had been violating airport event management agreement, international fire codes, lease terms for years by allowing the Wings of Flight to keep airplanes full of fuel in the hangar during the public events. It was reported to City Deputy Manager Candace Canestrano, Elisa Goforth, and the fire department, but all was ignored. Instead, Ms. Nystrom and her staff retaliated against the whistleblowing. First, airport supervisor Xenia Cornejo attempted to breach an airplane tie-down space contract, claiming my husband did not have a 30% interest in the airplane registered to me. Second, Ms. Nystrom approved a public event for the Wings of Flight to commit the same violations that were reported. Third is the collusion with disgraced board directors Richard Stitch, Santiago Montez, Timothy Brown, and the Wings of Flight in a fraudulent scheme to breach the West hangar lease. In October 2023, it was reported to City Auditor Joseph Listano, but no follow-ups were done. I'm asking the council to review the evidence that was ignored by City Attorney Margaret Robertson to honor our lease on our website, social media, and online petition. Thanks.
Thank you. That is all the items for our meeting. Is there a motion to adjourn? All right, Councilmember Duff, seconded by Summers. All in favor say aye.
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 Thank you. We are adjourned.